Today I'm going to be sharing 4 years of brutally honest advice as being a new revert, from family members being rude, from missing prayers, from meeting Muslims that don't do things that Muslims should do, from getting a wife and avoiding the traps that Shaitan would have set. First, let's talk about the learning process. In the beginning, it was very, very tough to learn, but Allah made it easy for me. I remember going to the mosque and I seen this security guard, and he said, "Hey, like, how's your prayers going? How's your deen? Salam alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh." Like, saying all this stuff, and I didn't even know what it meant back then. I just say salam alaikum back to salam alaikum. I didn't even know you're supposed to say wa alaikum salam. I just was trying to fit in. And the guy said, "Okay, well, as long as you try, Allah will make it easy for you." I don't want to misquote, so I'm gonna just leave it there. But that quote alone gave me faith that I will be okay and I'll figure out the deen and it will come easy to me. And he was a black brother as well. So I'm like, okay, it's another black brother. He's speaking fluent Arabic. So eventually it will be for me. And now I can say a couple of ayahs like clockwork. And I still don't know what they all mean, but I know how to say them fluently in Arabic. But the learning curve, there is no one to help you necessarily. Like, you have to find the help. If you go to the masjid, there's someone to help you. But there's not just going to be someone like, here's the religion. Let me teach you. I love to teach you. No, everyone has their own life. The imams that I met at the beginning, the messages started to fall off, not with them, but sometimes me. Like, I have my own life to live. So I forgot to text them, so I fell out of the group chats. I sometimes muted the group chats because I don't want to get 37 messages an hour. But that's not good, because then I took myself out. And now I'm wondering why I don't know certain things, but I'm also not engaging. So it's a trade that I made that I have to live with, because I don't get that time back. Now I have to go insert myself, and if I miss Juma prayers and no one told me that you're not supposed to miss them, oh, that's because I wasn't at none of the mosque events. So now I'm learning 4 years later, hey, you're supposed to be at the Juma mandatory for a man. Oh, that's good to know. Well, I didn't know that before. Okay, what else is it to know? And then I just keep going. But the learning curve has been literally on me. I have a wife who's luckily, alhamdulillah, has been Muslim all her life. Her whole family's been Muslim all her life. So she's strong in her deen, she's strong in her iman. She doesn't believe in anything but the way of the Prophet. So that's exactly how I want to be. I like following the Quran, the way of the Prophet, that's it. And everything else is just extra. I don't like when people create their own things and just try to twist. Just do what the Quran says. It's perfect enough. If not, Allah would have changed it. Breaking the news to my family was crazy. Like, they thought it was because of a girl for like 6 months. Sometimes my uncles still say that. Oh, so if you would have never met the girl, this is like, you can't force people to believe what you believe if they want to be ignorant or if they want to be upset with your decision. Just know that you're the one that has to live with yourself, and especially people who may or may not even speak at your funeral. I try not to take too much interest in people who won't even speak at the funeral, or people who will keep living their life if I died. Like, people that are in my inner circle, they probably will speak at my funeral, but I still won't care because I'll be dead. So I will want to live my life for me, and at the end of my life, I want to say I lived the best version of me because I wanted to, not because this person, not because this person, not because he made me, not because she made me. I did exactly what I wanted to do. Just like converting from being a Christian to a Muslim, that's what I wanted to do because I had a thousand questions that were only answered in Islam that Christianity created. I handled all their reactions with patience. Like, I never get upset because that's not what you want to show what the religion is. I kill them with kindness. When they're doing stuff, they're drinking, they're chilling, I say, I'm finna go pray. About to pray. It's 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's my third prayer of the day. I need to go get it in. It's Asr. It's what? Nothing. I just have to go pray. So you just stay on your deen, and people will slowly start to pick up your ways and adapt their ways, and people will understand why you do what you do and how you become more successful. Because if you follow the ways of Islam, you will start to become more successful slowly but surely. Um, Even if you plan your life around your prayers instead of planning your prayers around your life. Like, I like to work from work block to, I mean, from prayer to prayer, but sometimes it doesn't go like that. Truthfully, 90% of the time it doesn't go like that because I'm not the best at surrounding my life around my prayers. I'm the type to put my prayers around my life because I'm still an entrepreneur, a business owner. Ooh, go work for a piece of paper when a law is more powerful than this piece of paper. But they make us think that so we can go work for it instead of focusing on what really matters, which is deen. Deen is the most important thing. It's the biggest asset you can have. My goal is to make as much money in this world so I can build as much stuff so I can have big rewards in the next life. A lot of people aren't thinking that far. I don't care about leaving necessarily generational wealth. That's cool. A good man leaves a house and gold and riches to his children's children. So that's what I want to do, of course. But on the big goal, I want to have like wells. I want to have trees. I want to have mosque in my wife's name. Her name is Nurhan. I want to create a mosque named Masjid El Nur, the Masjid of Light. Like that is super cool. That is super cool. And I want to create multiple Masjid El Nurs everywhere. Like, and I want to create it where people bring something so others can take it. Meaning they will bring a prayer rug for someone else, and then it will be on the donation side. And for those who don't have it, they will come on the donation side. But the only way they can get it is if they bring something the next time, or brought something before, or just next time come put something in the donation side for someone else, for this next person. And it just keeps going, and everyone's passing blessings. But all those blessings will trickle down to me and my family, inshallah. But my honest reaction to Islam in general has been tremendous. I love Islam. You can't always judge a religion based off its people. That's why I said I love Islam. Just because you see a Muslim doesn't mean they're always going to be nice. Most Muslims are, but not all. And just because you see an Arab, that doesn't mean they're going to be Muslim as well. I had to learn that because I'm very new. I thought kind of all Arabs were Muslim. I didn't know there were Christian Arabs. I didn't know that. Um, it it contradicted a lot of my beliefs. My dad was like, "Oh, I have an Arab neighbor and he's Christian. What does that tell you? That he's a Christian Arab? Like, I don't know. Like, what do you mean?" But uh, yeah, sometimes that's what I mean by having a calm reaction. I don't be like, "Dad, you're wrong." I just be like, "Okay, Dad, believe what you want to believe to be true. I believe I'm your second chance." And let me tell you this quick story, and before I let you guys go, uh, my mother was born born Muslim. She met my dad because my grandfather wasn't a great example. He was going to the mosque and taking them, but he was out stepping out on my granny, so he wasn't being the best role model. And then when my mom got with my dad was a better example. So my dad showed her Christianity and she went to Christianity. But I still came out Muslim after 23 years. So I don't think that that's an accident. I talked to my granny. I said, "Hey, why did you convert back to Christianity?" She said, "I'm still Muslim." So my granny's been Muslim this whole time. She's actually one of the only ones in my family who's Muslim, but she just doesn't understand Islam today versus Islam 50, 60 years ago. Uh, but that's my job to enlighten her, take her to the masjid. But she loves Islam. She's never eaten pork in her life. Like she would be like, "Ugh," if she sees it. Like she literally says that all the time. And I used to just think it was just that, but I haven't ate pork in my life because of her. Like all my life, my mom would be like, "Oh yeah, we don't eat pork." I just thought it was because it was bad and it was nasty. But this is when I was Christian. I'm Muslim now, but I already had cut out pork just because my mom had grew up that way. But I didn't find out till later. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, okay? Remember, embrace peace, embrace deen. Salam alaikum.